Hello and welcome to ghostgalknitspodcas episode 10. Can you believe it? 10 episode, guys. Oh my lord. So today we're just I've got a few projects I have refound recently in my stash of projects, and I have some that have been added onto. I got a couple FO dishcloths I want to show you guys what I'm doing with them. So let's just get rolling. So we'll just start with Mom's blanket, which I don't know. I think on the last podcast I showed this back when it was still in this gigantic block of blue. This was not fun. This block of blue was not fun. But that's what I get. But some days when you order online, you can't exactly choose your centers. So I couldn't ask for all purple centers. So she's got a pretty good sized block of blue. She's going to end up with a good sized block of purple. And with the way this is going, it might end up being more of a shawl length than a blanket. Either way, she'll find a use for it. So Ma's blanket / shawl is going amazingly. I actually haven't been working on this just because today was hot. It was hot. It was not worth it for me to work on anything. And my mind was just going ding, 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 ding all over the place. So that was not fun. See, next is, so this is the Carol, let's see. So this is the Blueberry Parfait scarf. This was a recast on because I had, hang on, there we go. Because I had gotten a new set of looms and so this was a recast on. Still looking amazing. And on my screen, when I watch the playback, I'll see, but from what I'm seeing right now in my monitor, the light, it's not doing it justice. So, yeah. It's not doing the color justice. Because the colors are actually, in real life, are a little more muted than, but again, when I watch the playback, I'll see it a little better. Okay. Next on the list, which is another tear apart and redo. So, actually, I need this. So, this scarf that I'm about to show you, this was my original idea for it. I'm still going to do this, except I'm going to do it in acrylic with a size 4 on probably this loom or one of my blue looms when I get one of those back eventually. I've already got, for my blue looms, like that one right there. There we go. That one. I already have, I already have, and please don't mind a little, and there is a fly buzzing around my room. I have not gone around to killing it yet. So, back to the scarf. So, I've changed this up. This is still going to be done on my mini loom just because it's my smallest loom in terms of where my teeth are located here, or the pegs in this case, where the pegs are. And this is a size 3 yarn, so I changed it back to what I was originally going to do. Well, I have other ideas for that one. So this is going to be, somewhat like the picture I just showed, but a little nicer looking. and a lot less ends to weave in. Oh, you are dead, fly. Yeah, somehow a fly got in. I might just possibly have a hole in my screen that needs to get taken care of next season, if I remember. So that's how. So this got changed. Of course, it's in my lovely little. I absolutely love these sacks. I love these project bags. This is actually a sock sack, but it fits my mini loom perfectly. With in the bottom, you can see I have the two other little balls of yarn that come with this. So, yeah. This is coming. This is so pretty. But I am having fun things. Oh, I actually found a YouTube video where it showed me how to make a sock on this loom right here, which is my 24 peg round loom. It also showed me a new cast on, but I didn't like the cast on, so I tried it. It didn't work since, one, I'm left-handed, and with being left-handed, I have a tendency to go the opposite direction than what the instructions say. So that's how that goes. Next on the list is, well, in this project bag I have another ball of yarn for. So some of you remember Mum's bag? Yeah. That got torn apart. So my mom's, that got torn apart because I was not having fun crocheting it. Cell phone. And one moment. I just gotta answer this message real quick with a very big. I know. Always make sure to put everything on mute. So you're gonna hear my phone go off once again. Pay no mind to it. So this is now gonna become a shawl. So the stitch I'm using is called herringbone. I learned this from this stitch I learned from Bag O' Day Crochet. So she calls this herringbone double crochet, and it is so easy. Granted, I don't have a lot done because big ball. I have two of them. Yeah. I could have done better winding it, but I was in a rush. This was on my mind. I wanted to get it going. But this is a really easy stitch to do. I'm doing I'm doing it on my 5.5 millimeter. As this progresses, I will keep showing it to you. I do have another one of these shawls planned for some other ombre I have. I'm hoping to get it done by next Christmas for a Christmas present. If not, it will end up just most of the stuff I do, if I don't get it done by a certain point, it just keeps rolling over. Eventually it gets done. So, oh yeah, I don't think I've ever shown you this project bag. So, this project bag, it has a really cute, so hopefully that's, yep, it says high in fiber on one side, and then on the other it says low in calories. I think it's just really cute. It's a drawstring bag, which I do like for some things like holding gigantic balls of yarn, for one. But I also do enjoy my zipper bags as well. So, uh, so, okay. So this is my dad's blanket. Originally, I was crocheting this, but it was another, I was not having fun with it. And yeah, so last night when I got home from work, I kind of just completely I think I was only into that like 6 to 10 rows, but I ended up having to throw away some of it because I couldn't get the foundation chain undone. I think so I ended up throwing away the foundation chain, but I'm fine with that. Hair, which if you leave on yarn has a tendency to cause problems. Although I did make an oopsie earlier today. Here. So somehow I managed to cross over like that and attach them. I don't know how. I don't remember doing it. It just happened. So yeah. I wish I could remember how I did it, but I think I was just, well, this morning I know I was fatigued for one from work this weekend, because my work schedule this weekend was insanity. I'm still a bit fatigued from it, but not as bad. So, next on this. So, whoop, and remember, always put stitch markers in your stuff, especially if you plan on leaving it for a minute. It is not fun when you come back and it has unraveled up to here. It's unraveled some. I've had that happen. Actually, I got that happening on one project, but I have other plans for it, so I'll just let that unravel. Again, do not mind the fly buzzing around. You're gonna see them. I haven't got. So, I've been working on my shawl past for a couple of. So, I've been working on my shawl, and this is churning out. Okay, random people invited me to play games that I don't know who they are. Lovely. So I found this in the bottom in my basket when I think I was digging on another project, or I just wanted to work on it for a change of pace, I think. So this is going to be a triangle shawl like my mom's. My mom's actually going to be getting another triangle shawl. I have the yarn for it. And because this is, so for this one, I am using Lion Brand Mandala. The package came this way. It's just gotten a little worse. So this one is called Troll. So there we go. There's the colors. It's turning out really, really pretty. So I'll keep working. So I'm going to have a huge block of blue though, based on the center. So another project with a huge block of blue. That seems to be a theme with me right now. It's just huge blocks of blue. But it is better than this project right here, which I'll show you in a minute. That has a huge block of gray that I am desperately trying to get through, but not having the best of luck getting through it. Large blocks of gray, large blocks of color. It's like, Come on, I want a color change already. Oh, and so this is another project I'm working on. This is a Karen Cotton cake. Um, this is Amethyst Sky. I have a few more of them in here, along with some cozy cottons. So pretty. This is hopefully going to become some placemats. Let's see. So this is 530 yards. For me to make 4 placemats of 4-weight yarn, it took 1 ball. So it took about 300 yards altogether. So I'm probably going to end up with a couple extra placemats out of this. But this is really pretty. So this was actually another project I was considering doing, but to me that just looks intimidating, even though it's a level 2. It's a level 2 project. That just looks intimidating to me, so that didn't happen. I got 3 more cakes in different colors. Ooh, Bagel Day's having another giveaway. I'll be looking at that after I finish this podcast and start getting it uploaded. Because she just did 200 skein giveaways. She gave away 200 skeins of yarn for her birthday bash. Which turned out amazing. So, okay, let's see. Next work in progress. Yeah, we'll go with this. So this is another project bag I got. Pretty, isn't it? Oh, I didn't even notice the butterflies and moss. Huh, cute. So this... Hang on. Run down. Okay. So, yarn got a little wibbly wobbly here. Give me a sec. Okay, so I got one skein. So this is going to be my mom's cousin's scarf for Christmas. I have already double checked with Mom and she said yes, she would like this. So this is Dame Gray and Coconut Cream. Pretty. It has grown. I have in the bottom all the rest of my yarn that I need for this project, all wound and ready to go. I just gotta get working on it again. That's my only thing is, if I overdo on something, I will get bored of it and not touch it for weeks to months, which is why I have a tendency to start so many new projects. It's not fun. Oh, that's where that went. Okay. So I have started my remnants blanket, which is in here. I do have more yarn to go in here from the last batch of hats, because I never put the custom hat option in. So that was on my bad. I totally forgot. I was just done battling. I did a bunch of entries that day. So by then I was just done. So this is the pad. So this is the scarf I'm doing. It's the crochet beginner blanket. And this is in granny stripe, which I will probably end up doing a lot of my blankets from now on. My bed blanket that I'm going to be starting, I think, next month. think that's in December. This was supposed to be started in December along with my bed blanket, but I wanted to get a handle on the pattern and understand how to work it. So basically with this, I am doing this one. So this pattern calls for a 6mm hook. Not my favorite hook to work with. I usually like working with 5.5mm, but I can work with 6. It just tires my hand out a little quicker because it's just a smidge bigger. But especially with the yarn I'm working right now, it's Craft Smart. I think once I get into the Super Saver, the Hobby Lobbies, and the Hobby Lobby yarns, I'll have a much better time because they're way softer, so they'll slide a little nicer off the hook. I hope. So this is how it's looking. You can kind of see the pattern. The only problem, so like everything, you start with single crochet. And so this one was, I think, 80 something chains. So yeah. So this is going to be a really nice computer blanket, throw on remnants. But I definitely want to get the rest of my yarns ball wound that go with it. The rest of the yarn ball wound, just so I have a better chance of having colors working together nicely. Because if colors don't work together nicely, it's really, really hard to and I'm just keeping it in this bag, which isn't, so this is just a mesh bag that I got from Hirschner's. Works really nice for keeping thing. It just, I have 2 more in the other room that have the rest of my blanket yarn, which I have to bring in here, and my S-loom with its yarn. So once I get my S-loom done, which is gonna, I think I've already kind of put that for most of winter, because that one, for when I'm working that one, I have a pillow on my lap to bring it up to height a little more, because I have a long torso, which is a pain in the butt for buying clothes. When I buy shirts, I usually get them bigger anyways, but I have to make sure they're going to be long enough, or else I'm tugging and pulling. I kind of blame my grandmother for it, because she too had a long torso. So that's how that goes. Next on the list of things, and yes, like I said, I have found a bunch of works in progress. So, sorry, just checking the internet, the music stopped. Oh, there we go. And like in per normal, if you hear music in the background, it's just music. So, there we go. Here's this pattern. Okay. Always helps when you have the patterns. So, this is a scarf I'm making. So this is one of those when I really just want something easy, super mindless to work on scarves. I believe I've shown this scarf before, like in the, probably the first or second episode. But this is the pattern. So this is an easy entry-level scarf. This is the easy ombre crochet scarf. I have some other projects that are going, but I'm going to be tearing apart to do on looms for my sanity, mostly. eventually I will get around to crocheting hats. It's just just not quite at that point yet in my I've attempted to do stuff in the round before for my crochet, but I find my chain gets all wibbly wobbly. It's not pretty. I do too loose of a chain. So that's how that goes. Okay, now onto this scarf. Okay, so on this scarf, oops. So for some reason I forgot to push stuff down. So I am going to be doing I know I had said on last podcast that last Monday I was going to do a live stream, but I forgot to get my new stream key, which took 24 hours. If you ask me, way too long. Okay, here we go. So on this one, so from here, okay, so from here to up to here is a gray bit, and I still have much more to go. So this scarf, unfortunately, has grown boring for me, because on this one, there we go, that I still have ends that need to be woven in. Yeah, because on this one, let's get a good, yeah, because on this one, the color, there we go. So between my hands here is one color repeat. So this is one color block. We're already about at that point of one color block. It's just because of that huge bit of gray, it's just, my mind is not happy whatsoever with it. And I don't know if I'm pretty sure I showed, yeah, I know I showed. So this has changed a little bit to where I'm going to be sewing two panels together for my cat, for a blanket. I still have ends to weave in, but this is going to be, I'm going to be adding another panel to this, and that should be more than big enough for my cat, or any cat. So I will have one blanket going up on Etsy at some point in time within the coming year, just because I have so many other projects going right now that some days it's just insanity to me how many projects I have going. And that doesn't count the amount of how many dishcloths I have, because I got one dishcloth back there. Here's another dishcloth. Here's another. I got a bowl of dishcloth yarn and some duct tape. Little pieces of duct tape. You never know when you're going to need them. Trust me. I got some random black yarn here that I have no clue what it's from, but it's just on my desk. So, okay. The dishcloth basket that is getting full again. So, this week, I got two more scrubby dishcloths done. So this time around, I used scrubby cotton. There's also scrubby smoothie. I was actually watching a podcast last night, this morning, and he was saying that the scrubby might not be around for much longer, because Red Heart Yarns was bought out by Yarn Inspiration and slash Spin Right. So, other controller. So there's a possibility it might not be around much longer, which is really not gonna suck because I don't mind working with it. I definitely like working with the cotton better than the polyester one. I'm finding it's not numbing my hand out. It's not numbing my leading hand, which is great. One thing I did change on this from my original. So on my original, I was using my 8mm hook. But for this, since they both called for 5.5mm, no, one called for 5.5, the other called for 5mm. So I decided to go up to my 9mm hook. And this is my biggest hook at 10mm, which in hindsight, I should have probably got in a plastic hook. But no, yeah, I can get Susan Bates in a plastic hook. But I'm not at plastic hook yet, so not quite there. So I'm kind of happy I went up a size, though. I'm finding it's just coming out a little nicer. Don't worry, it kind of looks half moony right now, but once I get it finished, it will kind of stretch out and even out. So so those are my only FOs this week, are those two scrubbies. I think. Yeah, those are the only two FOs. I had a lot of works in progress, but in my bullet journal, which is I actually changed up this month to be anything on a loom, basically, minus the S loom. That's not till winter, just because of how strenuous that is. So, because I'm going to be starting up at Michael's again soon. I know I said that like eons ago, but that will be starting up again soon. I think I'm starting, so that'll be back up soon. So that's how that one goes. I'm definitely having fun with my bullet journal. I'm definitely getting it a lot more colorful, and I'm figuring out how I want to write stuff. And oh yeah, you'd be amazed how hard it is to find erasable pens nowadays. It used to be so easy to find erasable pens. Now you gotta search for them. And when you do find them, 9 times out of 10, they're only in blue. I'm sorry. I don't like blue ink. I got pens that have blue ink. I don't like it. It just... Black ink for me, please. I find it just shows up better on... I find it... One, with my handwriting, it shows up way better. So, I think that's about it. So, okay. Shop talk. So, I'm thinking... So, I know for a fact that, on Black Friday, so I'm giving you guys a couple months ahead of time. Black Friday, we will have another 60% off sale. I'm also going to be so this month coming, I'm relaunching one of my hats that I had in the original first 3 hats. I'm relaunching one of them. If I get around to it, I might have some Christmas hats. If not, they'll definitely be in there for November. So, but with the Christmas hats, it's going to be very limited production. It's only going to be adult and child sizes. If that, it might only end up being adult. And I don't have much else going into shop right now, just because I have to work on getting more things completed and off looms, figuring out, do I want to put this in the Christmas bin, or do I want to put this, don't mind the blue light, my Xbox. I'm actually watching a movie that I paused to do this. I'm watching Ocean's 13 tonight. Actually, no, I've watched almost all the Oceans except the original, because I'm being lazy and not going to get the DVD out of the living room. So that's, I think I do have another crazy weekend coming up at work, so this coming weekend, I haven't looked at my work schedule tonight, so can't. So yeah, that's gonna be craziness again. So next Monday or sometime, I have a pretty late schedule this week, so I might take some time to do a live stream. Also, don't forget to, if you want to really get a hold of me, and as always, the fastest ways to get a hold of me are via Discord. So if you want to join the Knitting Club Discord, you're more than welcome to. We accept any craft. We accept all crafts. Or if you just want to come in as a friend, chit chat, see who's hanging, and all that fun jazz. We always accept people. Don't mind flies. Whenever I don't know why it's still in my room and hasn't moved to my grandfather's room yet, but eventually it'll work its way out of here. So yeah. So also, the live stream will be on mixer.com/ghostgal. That is also free to sign up. If you have a Microsoft account, you just sign in with that. It will, I believe it might ask you if you want, you might need to get, it might ask you for Xbox Live info. Just click yes to the gamer tag. If you don't like the gamer tag, it's easy to fix. I've had to do it before on a couple of accounts that I have. So, what else? And I think that's about it for stuff going on today. Or at least in this podcast. We will definitely end up having down the line. So it's been a while since I've gone over 30 minutes. It's definitely been a while. But you'll definitely be seeing me a lot more with the live streams. I'm going to try to do a couple live streams a week. Schedule depending on, one, how busy I am, how tired I am, and just a lot of other things going on. I do have some stuff going on behind the scenes that doesn't always get out in public, so we'll just see. So, until next time, happy crocheting and knitting!